Good morning, everybody. It is day 5 of NaNoWriMo today, and it is just after 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm just more or less awake now, so I'm going to grab myself some breakfast and I'm going to get writing. So, as I mentioned yesterday in the comment section in reply to one of you guys, I need help with a name again, and this time around it is going to be for the bandit clan leader, just in case that you guys want a bit of a description or something to help you pick a name. He's a little bit grandiose, he's very intimidating as a person, because he's a little bit bigger than the other guys, by which I mean taller, and he's very good with a knife. A couple of the guys use swords and things like that, but this guy is knives, and he's a little bit creepy. Not in a kind of like I'll peel your skin off and wear it kind of thing, but in a just a little bit unsettling. He seems to have fewer morals than the other bandits would, but he's good at getting money, and that's kind of why he's the leader. For the first time, I don't really have any names in mind for him because he's such a minor character. I mean, he has a lot to say. Like, if there was a movie version, he'd be a fairly solid minor character. But he's, I don't know, the other bandits I don't really care as much about. Casper I quite love, but the other ones I don't really care about. So perhaps take any of the rejects from Casper's vote and pick one for this guy, I guess. Yeah, let's go for that. Yeah. So I'm gonna put some real clothes on. I'm gonna get writing, and I will talk to you guys in an hour or two. Hey again, I'm back, just having a quick tea break. It is now about 20 to 12 thereabouts, so I need to leave for work in about 45 minutes thereabouts, so I'm kind of doing a bit of a push. So I've just finished chapter 1, and my inner editor is trying to kill me and this project because it's like, why isn't it perfect? Why are you moving on? You need to go back and fix it. You need to go back and make it perfect. And it's just really hard to make myself keep going, because that seems to be the best way of going about this thing, is just keep writing. Just don't think about it, just keep writing and keep putting everything down on paper, and you know, you can fix it later. Whereas I'm like, or I could fix it now and make it perfect, and it's really hard to shake that, and it's really hard to turn that off, and I've never made myself do it before, so I don't even know if I can. Yeah, so it's just really challenging right now, and it's more than a little bit annoying that it's happening, and I'm trying to keep my pacing okay, but I've done my usual trick of only doing bare bones planning, and I feel like I'm racing through it when I need to take my time over it, and I'm kind of trying to figure out how to take my time with it without making it sound like fluffy filler crap, basically. And yeah, I'm less than pleased with this at the moment, but yeah, I'm gonna grab my cup of tea, go upstairs, and then I shall read the first couple of pages for you guys from the introduction. Before I do, please bear in mind I have edited none of this. This is entirely first draft and is more than a little bit crap. So I'm just kind of putting that there so that you guys won't be left with the distinct feeling of this is the most underwhelming pile of shite that I've ever seen in my life. So please don't hate me for it. By all means, give me a bit of constructive criticism, that would be more than welcome. But please don't hate me for it, because I already hate myself. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Oh, okay. So I'm going to a little bit, try and light this. I was in the workshop when I heard Father's shouts. I knew he wasn't calling me, as his voice was laced with panic and pain. I set down the bowl I was working on and headed out into the autumn air. From the sound of it, Father was down by the mill. A litany of disasters and injuries flew through my head as I sprinted towards the noise. A lumber mill is a dangerous place to be. When I rounded the woodshed, I caught sight of him. He was stamping up and down, and there was no blood that I could see. The relief nearly floored me. He was unhurt. "What are you doing, shouting and roaring like that?" I demanded, still some ways off. "I thought you'd managed to kill yourself." Father turned to look at me, and from the look on his face I knew that something awful had happened. I walked forward, half afraid of hearing what had gone wrong. Father didn't say anything, but I could see the fine tremor in his hands and shoulders. When I drew up beside him, he simply turned and pointed up at the great wheel that sat in the water. "Look," his voice was choked with tears that I knew he would not shed in front of me. "She can't turn. She's broke." I stared at the wheel, which was indeed near motionless. It skipped half-heartedly as the river pushed at it, but it couldn't seem to get the momentum to start to turn it. It was like watching a prized hunting horse hobbling on a lame leg, painful and pathetic to see. I could feel my throat close over so I could scarcely breathe. That mill, that wheel, was the main source of our income. If we couldn't mill the logs we felled, we couldn't sell them for a fraction of what we could when they were in the lovely, straight, clean planks. We couldn't even mill the lumber that other men brought to us for a fee. Father made furniture and simple tools from that wood, which was sold at market alongside the trinkets I carved and the leather I worked. If all we had to live off was the money made from my leather work, we were doomed. If we couldn't mill, we couldn't eat. It really was that simple. What are we going to do? I managed to choke the words out past the tears I knew my father could see in my eyes. I would not shed them before him. "We're going to try and set her right," Father decided, voice firmer now. His eyes still didn't leave the sadly skipping wheel. "We work wood every day of our lives. She's made of the stuff. Shouldn't be beyond us to fix it, else maybe we don't deserve to work her any longer." I stared at him, dismayed. "You don't think that she—" "I hope to every god not," he said, guessing at my question. "Now come on. There's planks, vices and glue in the workshop. Nails and hammers too. Best we bring them out now. Maybe we can have her in the water tomorrow once the glue's set." I stood and watched as he started to walk back the way I came. What are we going to do? If the mill has rejected us? "Are you going to help, or are you broke too?" My father's voice came over the woodshed. I started and ran after him. There was nothing I wanted more than to wade into the river, lay a hand on the wheel and see for myself if she'd rejected us. But it wasn't worth the risk. So that's the first page and a bit of the novel. It's not great. I'm not happy with it. The voices are a bit wrong. So let me know what you think, what needs work, and if it sounds interesting. Like, would you want to read the rest of the book? And all that kind of stuff. Anyway, it is now 12:05, so I should probably start getting ready for work. So I'll chat to you guys after my shift. Hey guys, back home from work, about to have some lasagna, and then we're gonna get writing again. Yeah, I'm only aiming to get another couple hundred words this evening, so I'll be behind schedule again, but tomorrow I'm done at 6, and then Sunday is my day off, so kind of between those two I'm hoping to get well ahead of myself, because my graduation is Friday week, so I'm not going to be able to do too much. So instead of stressing about it too much tonight and winding up way too tired tomorrow, because tomorrow's a train strike, so I have to get up even earlier to get to work because the traffic's going to be insane, I'm going to hang out with this little fella here. Reggie, do you want to say hi? No, Reggie, no, he wants to go and look at the other. Come here, stop, come here, say hello, hello. Nah, you can't see too much. Yes, Reggie, turn and look. Yeah, I'm going to say hi. Oh, kisses, thank you. So that's my doggy. He's feeling better today. He's still sore and dragging his foot, but he's a bit better, which is nice. Yeah, so I'm going to go write and then probably wrap up this video and have it up so I can get to bed early. So, see you in a bit. Hey guys, so I have written no extra words. It's now 11 o'clock at night and I have written enough because I don't know, I sat down and I was like, yeah, we're gonna write stuff, and it's like my brain wouldn't settle. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, or you just couldn't make your brain do the thing that it needs to do, and I was like, I don't know, I think maybe I'm just a bit tired, or maybe just the last couple of days have kind of caught up with me or something. And as well, I feel like the plan that I have at the minute is really not good enough. So instead what I've done is I found kind of an interesting way of planning out a novel, which is like dividing it into 3 acts and dividing Act 2 into 2 parts, and then kind of stitching them together and whatever. So I feel like that was really useful. I'm glad that I spent a bit of time planning, so hopefully that will make me more effective when I'm able to write. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. I feel like I've got a better grasp of what's going to happen. The latter half of the book is far different than what I expected, and I imagine this is going to make the book a lot longer than I expected. So it'll be interesting anyway. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, another cup of tea is in order, and then I'm gonna hit the hay because I have to get up in like 8 hours. So once again, I'm gonna be low on sleep, but what can you do? So yes, name the bandit leader if you want to suggest names for the other bandits, because there are 5 other bandits. No, there's 4 other bandits because one of them is called Garrett. By all means, leave them down below. I would be more than happy to consider them. But yeah, so follow me on the things, talk to me on the things, and I will talk to you on the things, and I will chat to you tomorrow.